What's up guys, welcome back to another video. Do you know what is more fun about making a race bike? Making two of them, of course. This is my RCX frame. You have seen this on the channel before. It runs, well, not in this state of course, but when it's put together it actually runs. Now what I want to do, we have the Fox right here, the build that we started last week. I want to make two race bikes. Me and my friend the Shade want to ride together on a track, and there is a track available for 50 cc's. Now are we gonna make it? I highly doubt it. The time period is very short and I don't think we're gonna have the right amount of time to finish both bikes, but at least we can try. That is the whole fun of it. So today I'm gonna work on these two bikes at the same time. I'm gonna do some grinding on this frame, also some grinding on the Fox frame, remove the whole forks, get some stuff grinded out off of there, because we're gonna do a lot of welding and there's a lot of stuff on the back that needs to go. Also there's still some fuel in there, so I'm gonna drain that before I start grinding on it. We don't want any explosions. The only explosions we want is inside of our combustion chamber, not in this whole shop. Also, I'm gonna have to take a look at the engine of the RCX. As some people may know, we had some damage on the piston, not on the cylinder wall that I can think of, but the bike did run after that, so maybe there is some additional wear and tear right there. But we're gonna have to take apart that engine, just the cylinder head, not the whole crankcase and whatever, just the cylinder head to replace the piston. But that is a whole nother story. We're gonna have a lot more work on that one. But yeah, I'm just gonna do some stuff on this, do some stuff on that, get these bikes going. Yeah, it's gonna be a lot of fun. Hopefully we can get a lot done. It's not gonna be a complete process this video, but we're gonna move on some steps into preparation for making the whole bike again. Hopefully we can have a running bike, or at least one of them running, but I have to be realistic. The time frame is a little bit short and we still need to have a lot of parts. It's a little bit of a unrealistic goal, but I'm gonna give it my best shot. If we don't make it, there's always next year, and then we will be there with two complete bikes. So let's just get into it, do some miscellaneous stuff. You're all gonna see it in the time lapse. Hope you enjoyed it, and if you are not already subscribed yet, subscribe to the channel to see more of these builds. So here they are, the knee-down racer frames. Black is for Fox, red is for RCX. The colors are not gonna stay the same. we are gonna paint these guys. Not today, of course, but in a later stage when we're completely done with it, they're gonna be painted in a whole different color. I removed the forks from the Fox to better move around the frame, to weld on it and grind on it. Also, you saw me working on the RCX engine. This is right here. It's a liquid cooled engine, and this is the old piston. As you can see, there are some markings on here. So I got the piston of the Fox, who looks pretty brand new, and I saw if this could fit, and as I can see, this would work, but it's a different style piston from the RCX that was in there. As you can see, there's 2 holes right here for extra boost, and this stock piston doesn't have that. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna have to buy another piston just like this with these sides right here, not these, and I'm gonna have to drill these holes myself, make them, because I cannot find this piston anywhere. Don't know what brand this cylinder head is, so I'm gonna have to make it myself. But that is of course when we order some parts, so that is gonna be for a little while, but we still have a lot of work on these frames. What I'm now gonna do, I'm gonna take out the grinder and do the annoying part, grinding stuff off of there. On the RCX, there's not a lot of stuff I can grind away because it was a long time that I ever worked on this frame. So I'm gonna focus more on the Fox. Things I'm gonna remove or try to remove today are like these things right here to hold the plastics. Not really sure if I'm gonna remove this. I'm gonna see that in a later stage. Remove this, this, and here on the underside. Totally clean up the frame. Also, I have to remove this. This is for the locking mechanism or the steering lock. We don't need that anymore because we're not going to use the original key. We're going to use a different system. That's why I took out these bearing cups on both frames. I removed the tags. It's racing bike, no tags needed. Also, I'm gonna focus a little bit on the forks of the RCX. Now this bolt is stuck, the nut is turning around in there, so I'm gonna have to grind that off. I checked the forks, they are straight, but they're just too dirty in there to move smoothly, so I'm gonna have to clean those out and get them in nice working condition. Reassembling the forks is gonna be for a later stage, not right now, because this bracket is crooked and I don't have all the parts right here, so completely working on that isn't that good of an idea. But I can take them home, clean them up and make them ready for next video where we can assemble the whole fork system. Because on the RCX I'm gonna have to rebuild the frame a little bit to see what I can do or what I want to do with it. So let's take out the grinder and start grinding. As I told you guys, when we said the Fox is never gonna look like the Fox again, well, we weren't kidding. It looks absolutely amazing. This is everything that came off of there. Every single bracket, holder, on the tail section. It is all gone. The mounting points for the plastics, gone. So at this point we are balls deep in it. This bike is at its turning point from a Fox to a racing Fox, and I'm pretty happy about it. When you look at it, it almost looks like my RCX. I'm pretty happy about it. I already sent the picture to the Shade and he approved of it. He thinks it is very cool. Just imagine it with the engine under there. Nice, clean aluminum, dropped handlebars. It's gonna be absolutely amazing. But even though there is not a lot on this frame, we still need to do a lot of grinding, welding, and all that good stuff. First of all, we're gonna move the engine 11 centimeters back. This means we have to grind away this or try to remove it as clean as possible and move it like about here. Then remove these mounting points for the spring and design something that looks good and is functional as well. Then we're gonna have to get a strut bar in there. But to get the strut bar, we're gonna have to put in a seat to see how far we can go. We're thinking about making the seat ourselves. Maybe we're gonna buy it, we don't know. This tail section, maybe we're gonna cut it a little bit down. This piece right here, we don't know what we're gonna do with it. Maybe grind it a little bit down so it goes into a taper. Still a lot of work, but I am excited about it. I'm just as excited when I started working on Little Monster and welding everything on there. But this is something else. As you saw, I painted the frame a little bit where I grinded it down just to make sure we don't have any rust. It's not pretty, it's not the same color, but it looks nice enough and it will prevent rust. Now, I didn't get a lot of done on the RCX build, and that is my bike. And I'm working on somebody else's bike. That is gonna be in a later stage. We need just parts for that and a little bit of welding, not the extreme like this, but a little bit of welding as well. Cutting, grinding, everything. The RCX looks already a bit of a racer bike. This doesn't look as a racer bike at all. That's why we are working more on this than the RCX. But the RCX is coming with its own dedicated videos. So if you want to see that, subscribe and follow the channel. Also subscribe for the Fox build. It's gonna be amazing. So I'm pretty happy with the state right now. At this point, we're just waiting on parts to put the engine back together. We cannot remove this without the engine here and completely here because we need it for mock-up and all that. So a little bit of waiting on parts. There's still a lot of stuff to do on the engine. The CVT cover, we have to paint strip. I think I'm gonna do that next week. So we have a bare aluminum right there and that is gonna look pretty nice. Also, we removed the starter and the oil pump from this bike. So we're gonna have to fill those holes or patch them up or do something with them. Still a lot of stuff to do, and I hope you guys are enjoying this build. The first video I made from Fox did very well. I don't know what the second one is gonna do because I'm filming this and that video didn't came out yet. I'm pretty happy with the state that we're in. Don't know if we're gonna make it to the track, but we will try our best and maybe get one bike going, maybe get pretty close, but there's always next year. We can always go next year with the two bikes when they are complete and have a lot of fun on that. So that is gonna be it for this video, guys. Hope you enjoyed it. Be sure to leave a like and a comment down below. Follow me on Facebook, Twitter and on Instagram. And if you're not already subscribed yet, subscribe to the channel. I really appreciate it, and I will see you in the next one.